Hi guys, it's Rep Beryl, and I want to talk about some of the tax components of the Republican state budget. I'm going to explain how an income tax cut for wealthy Ohioans actually means higher property taxes for our seniors and our most vulnerable in our communities. So this budget cuts taxes for anyone in Ohio who makes over $100,000 from 3.5% down to 2.5%. So for somebody who makes $110,000 a year, that means they will save $75 every year. On the other hand, for someone who's making $2,500,000 a year, it's a savings of $18,000 a year. You probably wonder, aren't tax cuts a good thing? And I would say absolutely. If more revenue is coming in than what we need to pay for basic social services that we've all agreed are necessary, the government should absolutely be cutting taxes. Right now in Ohio, we are nowhere near that situation. And instead, this budget doesn't provide nearly enough to fund what's needed for our schools, for basic health care, to address food insecurity, or to provide property tax relief, among a whole lot of other things. So, how is property tax relief tied to income taxes? When the state isn't contributing its fair share toward basic services, the need for the services doesn't go away. What happens instead is that the funding has to come from local sources, typically through property tax levies. So let's use schools as an example. This budget has the state average share of funding at 32%, which means that the remaining average of 68% has to come from local communities through property taxes. Now, some might argue that our schools have more than what they need and they should cut spending instead. That might make sense if we didn't have objective information about the true cost of educating a child. Anyone who says that schools are spending too much is literally ignoring all of the extensive bipartisan work that was done to calculate what the true cost of educating a child is, the Fair School Funding Plan. They're also ignoring what the actual cost of serving students who have disabilities and the true cost of providing quality education. So, when Republicans tell you that they provided tax relief in this budget, you need to remember that the income tax relief they provided was never asked for, and worse, was provided by depriving our schools,